Trojan family, Trojan gang. What it do, man? What it do, man? Your boy DeCarlos Nicholson, right? He fought for that JUCO year. You know what I'm saying? To stay in college. I thought he's gonna stay at SC, but he entering the transfer portal. So what y'all think about that? To me, to be honest with y'all, the first thing come to my mind is them young boys. That must be testament to them young boys, because DeCarlos Nicholson, you know what, Jacoby Covington, going into the draft, um, Jalen Smith going into the draft. I would think that he would be next up. He would think he'd be next up in line to start, right? So the fact that he's leaving, I think that just speaks volumes to the young boys we got on the team. He must think one of them young dudes finna take his spot or something, or Marcellus Williams or Braylon Conley. I mean, because besides DJ Harvey, we got nothing but young dudes, right? It was DJ Harvey and DeCarlos Nicholson. What's up, Raul? It was DJ Harvey and DeCarlos Nicholson. I thought was next up just because of experience. Like I said, Jalen Smith leaving, John Humphreys leaving, and Jacoby Covington leaving. So that really just left Marcellus Williams, Braylon Conley, Isaiah Rubin, DJ Harvey, Malachi Crawford, Prophet Brown, right? That's all that left. So I would have thought he would be at the top of that list just from experience, being a long rangey corner, right? So the fact that he's entering the portal, I think, in a sense, this might sound crazy, but in a sense, I think we should get excited for the young dudes, because I know he want to start. So why wouldn't you come back to a school you was already starting at, right? He got a lot of snaps. I think he did get. Was he starting? I think he started off not starting, but injuries, and he found his way in the starting lineup. He's seen significant snaps. So why would you go somewhere else to start all over again, run a new scheme, this and that, lead his coaching? This is NFL year coming up. So I feel like it was a chance he wouldn't be premiered as a corner on the outside. So that makes me think like them young bulls we got, like I said, the Marcellus Williams, the Braylon Conleys, the Isaiah Rubins, they must be looking real nice. They must be looking real nice, and he might feel threatened. But just like I said, coming back from the DBs that had experience playing was only going to be him, Carlos Nicholson, Prophet Brown. I mean, you got Malachi Crawford, but he ain't seen the field yet. Greedy Vance gone, Humphreys gone, and who else left? Jacoby Covington. So that's three corners right there. You must feel like them young boys is going to come up and take that position. So at first I'm like, man, what are we doing? Like, we need corners. Just like the last live I did. I said, we still need corners. We went after Chase Johnson. He flipped back to UCF. We still ain't replaced that. So we was already wanting another corner, right? So the fact that DeCarlos Nicholson is hopping in the portal lets me know, okay, we still ain't, we really going to have to identify a corner. Ain't most of the top talent that's left in the portal right now at the corner position all didn't sign. It's a few out there that you might want to take a look at. Isaiah Dunson out of Baylor, Dontavius Nash, maybe out of East Carolina. It's a couple dudes you might want to look at. It's a little bit, but I feel like the real star power. What's up, Tim Prangley? How you feel about DeCarlos, man? I was feeling like DeCarlos. I think he must be scared of our young bulls. He must don't feel like he gonna start. I noticed his NFL career, and I will feel like he'd be in position. We just like I said, we losing Greedy Vance, we losing Humphreys, we losing Covington, we losing Jalen Smith. That's four corners we losing right there. Why would you leave? You competing against nothing but freshmen. You competing against the Conleys, and the Williamsons, and the Rubens. And then you got Prophet Brown coming back. I think the coaching staff might ask him, but as far as you saying, the coaching staff might ask him to look elsewhere. we still need that body. I feel like we still need that body. All the DBs we losing, and the DB from Central Florida that we tried to get that didn't come, right? So if we still, we still got a spring porter. I'm just saying, like, if USC feel like they still needed a corner before this, I think we might look at 2 corners now, just for depth reasons. So like I said, y'all, Greedy Vance gone, Jalen Smith gone, Jacoby Covington gone, right? John Humphrey's gone. Now DeCarlos Nicholson. So that's 5 DBs right there that's gone. So we're going to have to hit the portal, the spring portal coming up. Hopefully we hit the spring portal because we're going to need some depth, right? So I believe in the young Bulls. I believe that Conley and Marcellus and Isaiah and all them young DBs going to come to the plate and step up. But we still need some depth behind them, right? So what's our top 2 right now? What's our top 2 corners right now? Is DJ Harvey and Prophet Brown our top 2 corners? What's up, J.A.?
What's up, fam? How you doing?
No, I'm just talking about this DeCarlos Nicholson development real quick. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. I was just saying, DeCarlos Nicholson, he must fear them young Bulls coming in. Because why would he when we got what's up, USCJ? Why would he leave when we got like 5 DBs already leaving before him?
We was just talking about this last night, remember?
What's up with you, fam?
What's up, family?
Hey, I wanted to tap. I was listening to you. I wanted to tap in real quick. I talked to DeCarlos today, man. And early on, I went to church, man. I came back, went to the gym, and I did a video and kind of did the same thing. And he kind of, let me know. And I put it to you like this, without saying too much. He said he hoped he could stay, but he said he got a family. He's married and he got a kid.
Right.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. You feel what I'm saying? So you can kind of take that with what you can with it, man, without saying a whole lot. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's
business.
It's just like a lot of these kids. We got to look at their situation as opposed to just looking like they're just jumping in the portal just to jump in the portal.
Yeah. His situation is because he was primed to start. He was primed pretty much to start, and but yeah, he hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Then I've kind of been close with him for a minute. He was on my show, but yeah, it's a situation. He got a kid, man, and I think just the way Southern California is for him, you know how it is, man. It could be from traffic. They from Mississippi, so it's a little bit different for them, opposed to somebody that's already there. You got a family, you got bills, you got different things. You got baby. You get what I'm saying? It's different for other kids.
Well, you got to look at your future too, and because California's expensive, especially like you say.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, all that's involved. Yeah,
Yep. So yeah, it's actually, you know what? That's actually a grown man move.
It's a great. Without me being biased, it's a great move. If you think about it, think about his position. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just giving you guys a hypothetical. Think about if a school just like a SEC school, lower tier, like a Kentucky, if they offer you 300 and maybe you may be getting 75 at USC, what would you do? Having a kid and all that type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Considering taxes and then your future, where you not only with your family.
Yeah. So I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I want to because I know a lot of people will probably see it. I'm just kind of giving you guys a hypothetical just to put a better perspective in your mind. You get what I'm saying, Carter?
Yeah, I feel you. So if I feel like if he ain't asking for nothing crazy, like pay the man because we do need them bodies. Like,
yeah, we need the bodies, but I think that goes back to what Leaky Riley said about they got to make a decision about how they gonna pay the guys, like who they gonna pay, who's worth it, how they value a guy, and I think he falls into that category for them.
So right. you thinking them probably not matching what he want or still just ain't hopped on that yet? Because so USC Jen, you said it's still a chance he could come back though, right?
He said I hope I could. He told me today he was like I hope I still can stay, but it's a situation.
Yeah. So what I would say is if he ain't asking for nothing crazy, I give it to him. Like we need them bodies. I want to keep some type of cohesion coming back. He'll be in the second year in the system. I want him to stay. But do you think that?
Think about this. You remember how he was all on Twitter, man? Like he was like, "This is the best move I made." This is,
Yeah,
it was USC. All you guys remember that? Like not too long, like
Yeah.
he was vouching for USC, like
yeah,
big time.
yeah.
And
He was
so,
bouncing. Yeah,
yeah,
And I
yeah, he
remember
wanted.
when he first came over USCJ to where he was like, preaching the family and he had a kid. It's a little different. He's a little older. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
his priorities are different, but he loved where he at, loved the university, loved the city. But you also got to, family first.
Jay, what
yeah,
you think?
yeah.
Jay, what you think about what I was saying earlier when I was saying now, since you swung it to me like this, is it could be the coaches just got so much faith in our young guys? It's like, we ain't gonna overextend with you because we believe in the Conleys and the Williams and the Rubens. Like, because I feel like if we probably didn't believe in our young dudes, we'll make it a priority to keep him. I mean, he the prototypical that Lynn want, the 6'2" long corner. I felt like he struggled early in the season, but I think like he finished off pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think
No,
this speaks to our young guys?
I think he falls into like the same as like Deuce, and like they had to make a decision. Like Deuce, like even Zachariah Branch. Like if we just look at him over Makai Lemon, like who you gonna go with? And to your point, I think some of the younger guys. I kind of mentioned that today after a little short video I did about him hitting the transfer portal. I said Isaiah Rubin, he a baller. Braylon Conley a baller. But we still need corners. The only corner we really got that has experience is DJ Harvey, right? So you're talking about a bunch of guys right now. Of course, you could probably stick Prophet Brown over there and make him a corner because he did ball out in the Holiday Bowl. But Jalen Smith was that dude. We tried to get another corner. He backed out. Chase, whatever his name is, for
Nah,
Central Florida. Yeah, he transferred to like 12,000 schools in 2 days. But we kind of thin. We kind of thin. So we did need him, but here's the thing. Did you guys see the situation with Wisconsin and Miami? The dude
Yeah.
ain't even in it. Dude ain't even in the transfer portal right now, bro. And he already transferred to the school. Now, make that make sense.
he got an attorney. They found out it's really not nothing binding to make you have to jump in the transfer portal. It's no rule that you have to get in the transfer portal to
Yeah,
go.
In order to transfer.
So basically, it's like you could transfer anytime you want. Like Jay, my last live, we was talking about it and we was laughing like, if he could do this, what's to stop a player from doing this in the middle of the season? If it ain't
it's
no
wild.
rule,
Yeah,
you don't need
yeah,
the
it's wild.
transfer portal. This could happen during the season then. And with
Yeah,
him, it could open up a whole can of worms. Like these other kids find out that they don't have to hop in the portal. We gonna see more what that kid did. It's gonna be the wild,
yeah.
wild west. That's a whole different conversation. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. So my thing is, who's to say? And I'm not saying I don't have no. I'm telling you right now, I don't have no information saying, but we don't know who's he. He's from Mississippi. We don't know if people been reaching out, and this is the nature, this is the environment we living in, and
Right.
so that's the only message I got was I got a family, so I just took what I could and tried to read between the lines myself. You get what I'm saying, and just took it for what it's worth.
Well,
You
it's
know.
like I've heard you say this multiple times, Jay, and it's like the transfer portal give it, but also the transfer portal take it
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. And the
It's
way
just
we
the
playing
nature of
it,
what it is.
absolutely. And the way we playing it, we not playing it like Oregon, man. Like where they stockpiling a bunch of talent. Our resources are not the same as their resources, so they got decisions they want to make and how they want to make them. And if a guy is not going to take this amount that they offering, they just got to go. They just got to go elsewhere, man. And 9 times out of 10, like the number I heard that Quinn Joyner got at Texas Tech of all schools is wild. Like how in the world Texas Tech paying more? But it's crazy. So
That's the
that's
oil
kind of what
money
they
though
face with.
too. I mean, I think that would
Yeah,
be like the oil money, and also like he's their premier player prospect.
yeah, yeah,
Like yeah, they're gonna run him all the way. Like he's gonna get 20 carries a game. They're bringing him in as being the face of the offense.
yeah, yeah.
If,
Yeah,
it, if, it's
yeah,
a,
for
if
sure.
it's a sick number with money, you know what I mean? Like I would think like a school like that wouldn't drop the money if they didn't have that intention to be able to play the player like that, or you know what I mean, put him in the forefront.
Right, 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 right,
And I want
right.
to I want to ask y'all. So, how many DBs you think we need to pick up in the portal for both of y'all for y'all to feel comfortable about our secondary?
At least two.
Man, I would say at least one or two. You know, like right now, who do we have, man? We got coming in. We got Tristan Castro. He's a young guy. Of course, we got Alex Graham. He's a young guy, but I think he's going to be more of a safety. We got, of course, Prophet Brown. Like I said, we got Braylon Collie, Marcellus Williams, Isaiah Rubin. All those guys are young guys, but at some point they're gonna have to learn on the job. I feel more comfortable and confident thus far. I saw. I'm on live. I'm sorry if my wife. She like, yo, I came downstairs to get on live for me. Give me. All right, hold on. All right, give me a minute. Hey,
know you. You like you already
uh,
went live today.
no, let me. Hey, I know. Hey, no, I already did a bit. No, I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I was just flipping through YouTube. I was downstairs eating some chips, and I seen you. I popped in and I started listening. I said, "Hold on, man. Let me set this down on the table real quick. We're gonna get it cracking real quick. Let me tap in with Carter. You know
We
what I
love
mean?" But I think we need one or two, man. I'm about to bounce up off this, man, because I'm holding my wife up. But hey, Carter, man, I appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, yeah. Tap in more, Jay. Tap in, fuck with me more, man. But I appreciate you stopping in, and letting me know because I didn't see that
Yeah.
live earlier. You did. I didn't hear if you already
No, I
spoke to
didn't do
me.
a live. I did a just a quick response. I was in the gym actually, and I just did a quick response to him hitting the portal, and it was just a little short video, man. That's it. It wasn't
Oh,
nothing major.
all right. Good
Yeah.
look.
Always
All
blessings,
right,
bro.
fam. All
All
right, big
right,
dog. Hey, y'all stay blessed, man.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Right on.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, this is the nature we in. Like I was saying, this is his NFL season. He is like slated to start, so he probably like, hold on, like I need some starter type money. Like he want to up it. So
Right.
USC probably didn't want to give him more than he want because maybe his performance was kind of up and down last year. It wasn't like his performance was like, oh, amazing. It was kind of like up and down. Like I said, he finished strong. I can't say he was bad. I mean, our whole defense was pretty solid, right? It ain't like he was just getting picked on left and right. But
Right.
obviously USC probably wanted to keep him on the same payroll he was last year, and he probably like, nah, I need a little more. I'm finna be definitely starting. We got a young secondary. My experience is valuable. My length, so he probably wanted the money to match his projection. But USC probably looking at him like, we trying to give you the money as far as your production, and they probably feel like his production maybe wasn't warranted more dollars than he may be looking at because we need him.
One thing I'm looking at, like, I'm really like, as we talk about this, after even talking last night and then analyzing, I watched like a couple little highlights of games today and all that, right? We probably couldn't, we probably would have to use him different than how we used him this year. He's a long corner. Normally, the long corner is like press up on you, man, like a Richard Sherman type, you know what I mean? But last year we could only do that when we're down in our 30 because I mean we lack the bodies on the defensive line in the front seven.
All right, for real.
So it's like, his stock will probably go up this year, but maybe they can't pay then what he knows his stock could be. And I haven't watched his tape to see what he was doing at Mississippi State. But that could probably kind of, I would think that would probably be like a justifier of like what it is, and knowing we got the defensive line now, we're probably going to get some linebackers, so we got a more sound front seven. But you would think that would play into the DBs. That would play for them to be able to ball better, bro. That would be able to be, which allows them to actually ball.
Yeah. You breaking up.
Yeah.
You in the matrix.
Yep. It's
You
like
in
a
the
catch-22. That's why I really look highly upon Danton Lynn because he's the type of coach, he plays with what he has.
What's up, B Jinx? What you thinking?
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How about you guys, man? I
Bless,
think
bless, bless.
I think maybe the kid got like 1 year left, right?
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
1 year.
That 1 year JUCO. So what I think is this: I think they focusing a lot of that NIL money on the younger talent. Now, I
Mm,
do agree with Carter as far as the production is concerned, but if you only got 1 year like that left, and they can make some leeway or some headway with their younger talent, it might be more so leaning towards investing a lot of that into their younger talent. And with him only having 1 year left, I understand this is an NFL year for him, but this is also a business decision for, the coaching staff. So they're not going to put that much bread into him when they can spread it amongst that youth we got and keeping those guys together. That's what I think it
right.
is.
all right. And
Unfortunate for him, I understand he got a family. He got a wife and a kid, and he probably could, stretch that money a lot further, in another location outside of Cali, especially down south. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Where the cost of living is cheaper. So you set up shop, somewhere like at a maybe a Mississippi State, where you kind of understand he came from Mississippi State, or maybe a Kentucky, or maybe even a Vanderbilt or Georgia Tech. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he can go there, start, but that money stretch a little further for him, and they may be even give him a little more money. So I
Because
understand it.
probably what
I
he's
can't hate
making
on the
these
young
days,
man.
what he's making probably just breaking even, and he got a family.
Right, right, right. So, again, like you said, he got a wife and a kid. But here's the interesting thing about that, though, man. I don't think him coming back is going to really increase his draft stock. You got to think about this too. A lot of these kids are making decisions based on this might be their last year playing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if you really one of them top dogs like that, you'll be going by your junior year. To be
Right.
honest,
Right.
when you stay, redshirt senior, 6 year senior, eligibility. Now they got this whole JUCO rule. You probably looking at, around a late round six, around seven, and sometimes even an undrafted free agent. So a lot of these kids are playing that. Okay, well, let me steal this extra year, get some bread, and maybe I can sneak my way in onto somebody's roster as a undrafted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
he might be looking at it from that
And a
perspective
vet.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
and I
That's what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
you're looking at the bigger picture too, because Doug Belt, he already sent like 4 or 5 dudes to the draft,
Mhm.
right? Out of
Right,
Houston. So
right.
when you do that, the NFL GMs, they know that and they get comfortable with drafting your players. Like, so to go into the draft being coached by Doug Belt, that's a plus for you. Okay, you another
Hmm.
one of Doug Belt guys. He known for putting players in the league,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So you also taking that off your resume, and then you making your resume look even more choppy because now you going to your third team on
Hmm.
D1.
And,
So it's
and that's
like
what I'm
that can't look
saying. That's
good. Yeah, that can't look good on your resume. Like you
well,
couldn't.
that's what I'm saying. If you're on your third team, man, and you a red shirt senior, you're 6 year senior, chances are, man, you're gonna go, as a undrafted free agent. So even though you got with Doug Belt, he might be able to get you on a practice squad somewhere on a tryout, but if I can make 250 playing like at a Vanderbilt, or 250 playing at a Georgia Tech, or even back at a Mississippi State, why not make that 250? Because chances are, come draft day, I'm not gonna get drafted, and I might get $50,000 to $75,000 on somebody practice squad. Why not snatch that 250 real quick, and then take my chances? Next year, going, as a undrafted free agent. I understand, the business move from that perspective. Again, a corner like that with his measurables, if they're not going after their junior year, chances are they're gonna go a low round.
Right.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
also, I think, well, I think what's happening with a lot of the transfers, like we just heard it with what it is with what's the kid's name, the tailback. Um,
Jonah.
yeah. So what it like if you come to SC, SC has cachet.
Right.
They have a certain level where everybody looks at them as a top dog, even though we haven't had all these wins and stuff. But when you look at
Hmm.
SC, like you look at the transfer portal, let's say a kid goes to like SMU, right?
Hmm. Right.
It's going to be like, well, you came from SC, so we got to pay you more. Like because you went to SC, like SC got you into that program, and you were
Mm-hmm.
you were a part of that program and everything. So now it gives you
Right.
more cachet to actually probably demand more. And
Mm-hmm.
realistically, I'm not mad at the kid for doing that.
Right.
Especially like it just all depends on the situation of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree that
But I believe it gives him
SC
more
will have
cachet
more.
to get into another program to get
I
that
agree
pay.
that. Yeah, I agree that SC will have more um, pull or networking ability, or credibility amongst the NFL GMs. But at the end of the day, you still got to make that team.
Right.
Period. So yeah, they might have more pull, but you see a lot of these kids that come out of these lower tier schools, never even heard of their names, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Go out
Right.
there and make these teams and really ball out. I mean, you see it every draft, man. Be surprised, kid. Like, where this kid come from? I never heard of him, but he'd be a lockdown corner, or he'd be, he'd be held off that edge. So
Hmm.
they got to compete against those kids as well. So, and a lot of times, man, when those kids come from situations like that, it's almost like coming out of the hood. You hungrier,
Right.
because you up against, Ohio State, you up against SC, you up against Georgia, you up against Alabama, and those were the five stars. They got the names, you know, all 32 teams, all 32 teams, or all 13 was at their combine. You might have had one or two that came to yours, and you fresh out of a lower tier school. So again, if you're not going by your junior year, man, you probably going, lower round.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah.
Good, fellas.
How you
Yeah, what's
feeling?
going on, Chris?
About man, I'm just hopping on about Nicholson
How you
leaving.
doing? I want to
Yeah.
make sure I say this Christian, not Christian. I got you.
You
Much
got
love.
something? You got something about Nicholson hitting the portal? Is that what we
Right,
on?
right.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I mean, I like Nicholson, good kid. I wish him the best of luck. But if we talking football wise, I don't think it's a big hit to us.
Yeah. And I was thinking like that shows the confidence in our coaching staff in our young bulls to not like
And
give.
also play on the field from this season.
Yeah. I
I
feel
mean,
like
like if
he
he put up,
finished a little stronger though. I feel like he was up and down, but I feel like his second half was better than his first half.
I feel like if he played like Jalen Smith or something this year, and we lost
Right,
him, it'd be a gut punch. But I
right.
didn't. See, I mean, good kid, wishing him the best of luck. But
Hmm.
I mean, if we were strictly talking football play, I didn't see anything on the field that says like, oh dang, we lost this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk down on him, but I,
Right.
that production, we're not losing production. Let's put it like that.
Because a lot of times he wasn't even on the field, to be honest, man. They had to
Right.
move Jalen Smith from the nickel to the corner, so, and then you had Covington playing the other corner. Sometimes you had what's my man name, Prophet Brown. He would come in and play some corner, but a lot of times he wasn't even on the field. So again, like I was saying earlier, man, this might be totally okay, my last chance, or I'm speaking, from his perspective, his last chance to make a pretty big check before my eligibility runs out. I don't see this kid going, um, no higher than maybe late six if you go that round, or seventh round, or maybe like I said, an undrafted free agent. And again, this is no knock at him, but if I could stand a chance to make $250,000 somewhere down south, I'm gonna go and do that because
Well,
next year, huh?
I don't think it's a case of that he's leaving to chase a bigger bag. I mean, he has more than a year left because he went to JUCO, so that none of
No,
those
that
JUCO
was
years.
no this. He
No,
he
no,
got
he got 1 year left.
he got that because of the JUCO year.
Right.
Yeah, but if he played 2 years of JUCO, so if JUCO don't if the JUCO don't count, he has 2 years remaining with the new rule.
Well, I think he
He played
he
two
spent
years.
2 years at Mississippi State though, didn't
Yeah. I
Well,
think
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
a lot of the challenge right now, especially with the
right.
NCAA. They
but
just
he
dropped
spent
that
2 years at
JUCO rule,
JUCO, so right. So those two
but
years
we
of
don't
JUCO
know
don't.
what happened with the kids who already went to JUCO. Like, there's
But
no
even if he
like, I
spent,
don't think
even
there's
if
We,
he
like,
we do know
spent,
what happened. We do know what
but
happened with the
even
kids that
here's
already
the
went to
thing.
JUCO. They're getting their
Even if he
eligibility.
spent, even if he spent 2 years at Mississippi State, 1 year with us, even if he did go to UCO, they would still only leave him with 1 year. You
oh,
understand what I'm
Got you.
saying? Right.
Got you.
So he
I
spent
don't
two
think
years at
he.
right.
I don't. Well, he had to spend three. He had to spend 3 years at JUCO because this would. I mean, 3 years at Mississippi State because this would have been his last year with us.
right.
Outside of that, yeah,
So I'm like, was he there at 3 years and then 2 years at the JUCO? You know, like,
yeah.
'cause
He
that's
had he had to
5 years
be at
right
Mississippi
there.
State 3 years because he was going to be a senior with us. So no, no, no. If he spent 2 years at Mississippi State, that means he only spent 1 year at JUCO. Because then that
Right.
would have been his. This year would have been his
Right.
fourth year with us. So
That's
either he
correct.
spent two, but either he spent 2 years at JUCO and one at Mississippi State, or he spent one at JUCO and two at Mississippi State.
I think it was
I,
2 years at Mississippi State. Either way it go, man, I think they're gonna put a lot more money, lot more than NIL towards these younger kids, which is rightfully so. I heard
yeah,
somebody
but I don't
speaking
even
towards
think
it
he's leaving
yesterday.
because of. But to be honest, I don't even think he's leaving to chase a bigger payday. I just think the coaching staff in their mind had kind of already dealt with the fact, before the rule come out that he was gone, and these younger kids are balling and making plays, and they had a conversation with him that
Hmm.
they didn't see him seeing the field or getting the playing time, which he expects. So he might have a better chance, go somewhere else where he can get more quap. You know what I'm saying? And take advantage of this extra year.
USCJ was just on here. He said he talked to him. He said it is about the bag. Like he older
He
now.
got a
Oh,
He
okay.
family,
he got kids. He need a little bit more
right?
money.
And he got a wife, and he got a wife, which
Oh,
is
Yeah,
okay. Well, if he's
understandable.
chasing, the bag, then go get your money, man. If you can get it, get it.
yeah.
If you
So,
can get it, get it.
but I was saying that too. Like maybe he don't think he gonna get as much run as he think he gonna get with the young bulls coming up. They gotta play. But I was thinking like he got the experience. He still was gonna get every rotation. He still was gonna play regardless. So I
Yeah, he's
was
gonna be
thinking,
the elder statesman. You know.
right, right. So it
Unless they
makes sense.
got somebody,
It makes sense.
unless they got their eye on somebody else in that portal, man.
Hmm.
That's
You
that.
know,
Hey, that be the pros to this. Okay, we losing this,
uh,
we
uh,
could get after somebody else. And like you were
Well,
saying, big thinks somebody that's probably younger and got more
right.
years of eligibility left,
Yeah,
and
I
they
really
seen
don't
that.
see right. Especially with this GM coming in, man. I'm just gonna, keep it, 100. I don't see them wasting a whole bunch of resources on one players with 1 year left. That's at their redshirt senior and 6 year eligibility. I just don't see it. I would much
especially
rather
not a
spend that
position
much
they
money.
need.
Right. I would much rather spend that money on my young dogs. My redshirt freshmen. My freshman is coming in just as hungry, man. And they got 3, 4 years. So if you build that chemistry together, now, by year two, they on a whole different wavelength back there. They reading each other's mind. Hey, look, I know where he's gonna be. I can trust that as opposed to wasting another year with, somebody that I know that's not going to have high in the draft. And again, this is no knock towards that kid, man, but this is just business at this point.
Right.
It's just business. Yeah, it's a business
So
move.
he was at the JUCO for 2020 through 2021, then at Mississippi State from 22 to 23.
Yeah, I thought he was there for 2 years. I thought so. And then 1 year with us, so he only got 1 year left.
Right.
But to be honest though,
Now,
no, but to be honest
yeah,
though,
yeah.
they say the new rules say that you get them 2 JUCO years back, and the new rules say them JUCO years don't count. You come into college as a freshman.
But I
But he
think
ain't
Yeah,
go
but
to
that's
JUCO
but
Hold
for
on,
yeah,
hold
two
that's
on,
years.
hold
what
He
on,
only
hold
went for
on, hold
1
on,
year.
hold on, hold
okay.
on. So according to the new rule, you can't count them 2 JUCO years as freshman and sophomore year. You got to count his freshman year as the first year he went to Mississippi State.
that's what he's saying. He played 2 years at
Yeah.
Mississippi State, 1 year
He
with
played
us,
two,
so he got
yeah,
one
And
year
and
this
left.
1
next
year
one is the
JUCO.
fourth year.
Right,
Yeah.
You're
right,
right. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah,
right.
you adding up. It's adding up. Yep.
Yeah, so again, they're not gonna waste their time on that, man. I'm not saying it's a waste of time, but you get what I'm saying, man. I would much rather take my chances on these young dogs, man. To be honest, because if
I
I'm
mean,
looking
I don't
at
know.
that
I don't
front
even really know if
seven,
it's taking. I don't really know if it's taking chances when we know we got three young four corners that's ballers that can
but
play.
they're
Right.
unproven though. They're unproven. That's the problem. They're unproven. You don't know what you got until you put them
But
out there
hey,
on the field.
but look, the coaches
But we
in
know what we
practice.
got. We know what we got in him. We seen him. We seen him on the field, and the money he probably asking for is probably not warranted for the play
Who did you see
that he
on the
put on the
field?
field.
Which young dogs did you see on the field?
No, 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 no. What I'm saying is, you said he's
Uh huh.
improving the young guys. I'm saying we seen what Nicholson has to offer
Right,
on the field,
right, right,
and
right.
the
That's true.
money he's probably asking for is
I imagine.
probably not worth what he's asking
Hmm.
for. So
Yeah,
if you could go get it elsewhere, we understand you got, go get your money. We wish you the best, but we
right,
can't pay you that type of money for what we seen on the field for what you're trying to get
Yeah,
from us.
and they
right.
save it, so they rather save that money and put in
Hmm.
a dude that they probably think will be better than you at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah, it's like the money's not conducive to where you played here, to what you
Hmm.
and then what you want for future for the future. So it's like if you're going to come in and then we've seen it, and now we have to look at this from a let's just look at it from a
A
financial
business
perspective.
perspective,
We've had a
Hmm.
lot of kids, well, not a lot, but somebody like Isaiah Rakes come in and then demand more and then leave, or like these other kids will ball out and then they'll demand more and then leave. But
Hmm.
it's just like I think BG says a lot of times. It's like you got to look at what do you have in the cupboard,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
What do you
Right.
have already stacked away, and then
Hmm.
also what do you have that you can pay. So if like I got these kids as a pay grade, like or I'm not talking, looking at it like kids are just money, but we have this pay grade. Now we got an older statesman demanding
Hmm.
more,
Right.
but we may have a kid or a couple of kids that could demand more, but they're still at the same pay grade, and he wants to take all the money away from them, or like sometimes you just got to let them walk.
Yeah, I wouldn't go with my young talent every time. If I
Right,
put it to you like this, if I got a redshirt freshman and a fifth year senior at the same level, I'm talking about from a production and from a talent standpoint,
right,
I won't go with my redshirt freshman. Why? Because I got more time with him. I
yep,
can develop him more. He has a higher ceiling. And then he's also going to mesh. He's going to be, he's going to mesh with those other redshirt freshmen around him. That I want them to grow together. So by the time they become redshirt sophomores, they clicking on all cylinders. Well, if he's eating into some of that time, there's some time that one of those young pups don't have out there on the field. But
right,
he's gone next year. He's gone. He's gone off, and I really don't see that dude playing. You know, going, no higher than the late six if he goes that high
right.
to
And they
second round.
still,
I
and they
don't
still,
see
these
it.
other
Y'all,
young pups
hey,
still got 4 years, three
give
years
me
Right.
y'all,
actually at that point.
give me y'all. I wasn't gonna even supposed to stay on this long. This is just a little quick lie. So just give me y'all little final thoughts on this situation and where y'all think we going next in the
I think
portal.
it's all going to work out because we have youngsters that we brought up, and if you look at it, our youngsters have played against top end talent because they played on the scout team playing against Deuce Robinson and Makai Lemon and just all the talent that we have, Jacoby Lanes and Zachariah
Hmm.
Branches. So we don't really know what they have, but they know what they have, and I think everything's just going to work itself out. If and we'll see it within the future of how everything they do with the transfer portal. If they feel like they're going to need somebody else, they'll go get them. That's not a problem. But I think it's just like a wait and see mode.
Hmm.
What you got,
Well,
little bro?
I'll go next. I think with our experienced safeties, I think with our aggressiveness up with the front seven, I think we'll
Mhm.
be able to hide those corners until they can come along. You understand what I'm saying? Especially with the
Right.
schemes. So you'll have those experienced safeties. You got to remember, we still got one experienced corner. What's his name? DJ Harvey. We still got him coming in. So I think you'll be able to hide those corners until they can come up to speed, especially with that preseason that we got with the spring game and with those two first, cupcake games. I think that you'll be able to get them acclimated and get them involved in the system until they can come along and you can see who really going to be battle tested by the time we get in the conference play. So I think with the scheming, with the aggressiveness in that front seven, I think we should be fine with the corners that we got.
And the BG, you keep saying 2 cupcake games. We actually have 4.
Well, I wouldn't call comfort. Well, again, Purdue they had a turnover with some of their coaching staff, so you don't know what they're going to look like in year two. You don't know what they're going to add in the portal. They might
It's
be
not year two. It's
somewhat
gonna be year
better.
one for them. It'll be year one for them. They just taking it.
Yeah, one, yeah. So you don't know what they're going to add in the portal, and then we'll be on the road against Purdue. So again, you gotta think that they got some D1 athletes as well. So I don't know.
What
I
we're gonna
think
get
we'll
from
get a
Purdue
chance to
is he's
figure it
gonna
out.
get a from Purdue. He's gonna get a tough defense because Barry Odom knows defense. He's
Right,
coming
right.
over from UNLV. He was Missouri's head coach,
Hmm.
Arkansas defensive coordinator before he took the NFL. Barry Odom knows Barry knows defense, so he'll. Uh, we shouldn't lose that game, but he's gonna
Hmm.
do. He's gonna
I,
have Purdue more
I
formidable than they usually are.
I think if we run the ball when we need to run the ball, man, I think we'll be fine against Purdue. Don't force anything, but I wouldn't consider them a
I
road game
mean,
like that.
per,
To be
Right.
yeah,
Purdue should be
yeah,
Great
Purdue
point.
should be Purdue should be an easy win, regardless. But I'm just saying they're gonna be Barry Odom gonna have that university more
hmm
formidable than it's been in his last 2 years. But Barry
right.
Odom's a good coach.
I think the schedule lines up well, perfect to get a lot of your young talent in, especially on the defensive side of the ball at the corners. I think that's the only position. Well, that and maybe we need to pick up maybe one or two more linebackers. I think it's going to give us the perfect opportunity to see how that's going to mesh. I think
Right.
that preseason will do that for us.
And we also have
Speaking
to
of
look at
linebackers, speaking of linebackers, since
DeCarlos
y'all talking about the
Nicholson
crystal
may
ball,
come back.
I
He
don't
may
know,
come back.
man. The cost of living out there in Cali, man, is kind of high. So
Oh yeah, it's
if
different.
he jumped, that's a different,
I live here. It's
that's different,
different. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
right? It's different from down south. So even if they gave him 200 is different, out there in Canada than it would be down south. And I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Hmm.
You come down south to Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, you know, Kentucky, whatever. It stretch a lot further than it would do out there in Cali, especially with a family of three.
Right.
So
speaking of
I can understand it.
speaking of linebackers, since y'all talking about the crystal ball linebackers.
Who?
No, no, we were just talking about Nicholson.
Oh, okay, okay.
We had
We
mentioned
got a
that,
We
yeah.
crystal
got we
ball
got
one.
yeah for 20. He a high schooler from Las Vegas, 2025. He a 3 star, but he 100% crystal ball to USC. He was
In
committed
Washington
to
State, right?
Washington State. Yeah,
So Chris, what's your last thoughts on this? You think we gonna hop in the portal and snatch a DB? Or are we gonna still be patient, probably wait to the spring portal, grab a DB?
depends who's available. Right now, I'm not saying as far as DB wise, as far as like corner wise, someone that gotta have. You know what I'm saying? So I think you wait to the spring portal. I think as far as USC is concerned, we're in the same spot we was a month ago, right? When we thought he was a senior and he wouldn't be there due to being a senior and all that.
Right.
So I think the game plan they started back then is still the game plan now. So I don't think it's a big momentum breaker or a cause of panic or concern.
Oh no.
I think they're going with the same game plan they had a month ago when they expected him to not have any more eligibility because he was a senior.
And Chris, that's an awesome point, bro. And the reason why is because it's exactly how it was when we didn't think that Pregnon was coming back.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the
this
same
is
thing.
more of a this was more of a this surprise decision for me on the Carlos side. It's not
Right.
a big blow to
Yeah,
the team. I just think this I'm just surprised that the Carlos did this.
right. Because we thought he was, you know, and USC spoke up and all that, and we thought his intention of trying to get that extra year to come back to play with Belk and within the system was fair. So I think that's why I surprised. But it's a family of three, man, good kid, and when I know how it is. I got a wife in a newborn and a 2 year old daughter, so I understand that the pressures of having to provide and all that. So if he could do better for him and himself and his family, I ain't the one that's gonna be mad. I want to wish him the best of luck because he's a good kid, so he can take care of his family. You gotta do
Right.
what you gotta do sometimes.
You know, and that's
Hey
how.
Carter, what you think? You think they should get a DB or two at the portal?
Yeah, I always felt like even before he left, I was saying we need another DB because I knew how we was going after chasing Johnson, the Central Florida kid. We wanted another DB. He flipped on us, and we ain't replaced that with a corner yet. So even
Right.
before Carlos left, I knew USC wanted another DB. So right now, yeah, I'll take two for the bodies. I'll try to get somebody that's a little bit proven, right? And then if I can, I'll get a young bull with potential, like just for the bodies. Like I believe in bodies and competition, right? So I
How many
believe.
bodies we got though? How many between the redshirt freshman and the freshmen
All
that's
right, we
coming in?
got
How many bodies we got?
off the top of the head. I know we got Prophet Brown, right? He coming back. Malachi Crawford, the 6'4" dude who been injured. Then we got
Conley,
three young ones: Braylon, Marcellus, Isaiah. Then
Right,
we got DJ Harvey.
that's
Off the
six.
top of my head, yeah, I can only count 6 scholarship corners that we got.
nah, he said coming in too. We got Alex Graham coming in
Oh
with
yeah,
the
I
foot.
don't count the.
I think he gonna play safety though. He gonna
I don't,
play safety though.
yeah, I don't count the young
I
ones.
don't know about that. That he plays safety.
I don't
I
count
thought
the
he was
young.
playing safety.
I don't count the young freshmen because I feel like I don't. I wouldn't want to put that pressure on the freshman. We can't like the same thing with Joaquin Stewart. I don't even pencil him in as he gonna get rotation. Like the dude only played 1 year in high school, his 10th grade year. We think he gonna
Hmm.
come day one and be in the rotation. I don't even think Joaquin Stewart gonna be in the rotation, right?
So let me ask you a question. Then, if you got a freshman to come in that can be a lockdown corner like a
Like how Travis
uh,
Hunter came
like
in, or like a
a
Charles Woodson,
like a Dory
Adore.
Jackson.
Yep.
You don't throw him in the mix, even if he a true freshman.
Oh yeah, look,
Yeah,
check it. I grew up off Pete Carroll, so the best dude gonna play. If
Okay,
the best dude a freshman, I ain't gonna be like, oh, you no, you gonna play. I'm just saying, as
okay,
far as fans, I'm not gonna project the freshman like, okay, yeah, we got this freshman coming in, and he gonna do this. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. We ain't even seen them on the college field yet. They could be a bust or they could be a superstar. We don't know yet. So I never like when I'm projecting the seasons, I'm not factoring in true freshmen. I'm just not.
One thing we do have to factor in though, the defense is going to change this year because we have so much depth up front.
hmm,
So that's going to change the way the DBs are going to play as opposed to what they played this past year. Because even on the last live, we always talked about they get into the 30-yard line. Like we've all seen
right,
it. They've done it all year. And they would press at that point, but that's because it's a shorter field, right? Just to keep
right,
them to a field goal. But I think this year, with the way that we're positioned up front, especially when we see what the linebackers we get or how they do, it's going to be a whole different positioning of how we're going to move with our DBs because Pete
that's just
Carroll, you said this earlier, B Jinx, like Pete Carroll, he hit his DBs. His corners, we don't
right,
really hear about the corners, but he hit them because he
right.
had so much
That's true.
up
not
front.
the way you hide your DBs is by having the big boy having a front of pass rushing big boys in front that can get pressure, and the quarterback
Right,
can't sit back there forever. That's when you can
right.
bring your DBs up and play pressure and all that. But last year we couldn't because, for one, outside
Nobody
of
could get
number
home.
two, no one could get home, and we didn't even, and none of our corners could hold up in press man on coverage outside of
Jaden
Smith.
Smith. Yeah,
We seen when we tried, they got beat. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, yeah, but again, now with if the defense should be what we think it's gonna be and what it looks like on paper, and them boys up front pan out the way they played at the other schools, and our edge rushers come on develop, Lucas get back healthy, Shelby and what's my other man name, number 49, out of Atlanta.
Cam
Yeah,
Fountain.
Kent Fountain, yeah, and they do their thing, then we can definitely hide our core because you know what I'm saying, with a push up the middle and outside the pocket gonna be collapsing. You know, quarterbacks ain't gonna be able to sit back there forever. Now the
If
other
we
thing is when
if
we
only
get
we could
back there,
find a if
we
only
gotta
we could
tackle them. We can't get.
if only we could find a Thule. If only we could find a Thule in the portal, man. If only we could find a Thule.
This
Like
the
Carter was saying, we need that rush in that can get home, man. Like we
I think we
need one
got
of those
Russians
bad.
that I think we. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like I wish we could have got the guy from UTSA, but you know that's water under the bridge at this point. But I think the edge rushers that we got now with some big boys up the middle that can actually get a push up front.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think the edge rushers we got should be able to have a big season too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
I think
they'll have true one on one advantages because of those big boys in the middle.
well, it's not just one on one. When you're coming off the edge, you want the quarterback to have to, you know, you want the pocket to collapse, right? So if
Right.
you coming off the edge and the tackle is just letting you go around the edge, and the quarterback can step up and sit in the pocket all day because ain't no rush
Right.
coming up the middle, you know what I'm saying? It goes hand to hand. Now with these big boys, they should be able to get a push to push them, the offense and them guards in the quarterback lap that make them have to shift and roll side to side, and that's where you run right into them ends.
Right.
I will say this though, like in this day college football, like especially if we play a team like Ohio State, you can't hide your corners. And this kind of with some teams in the Big Ten, you can because they want to ground and pound anyway, right? But
Uh-huh.
these offensive coordinator nowadays, you can't hide your corners. That's why they came up with the nickelback
Who
position.
was that? Who was that? Who I think wasn't that Texas that did a good job with that freshman at Ohio State Smith?
Jeremiah Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Texas,
only got
Texas.
like 12
Sorry, kind of locked him down.
Well,
yeah,
what they
right.
did is they doubled their triple team, and Ohio State didn't force it. Ohio State just let everybody else beat them.
Yeah. So
They
just
other
to bring it
receivers went
full
off.
circle though, like yeah, I think we need a couple more DBs for sure, y'all. Because I know we got DJ Harvey, but even he a question mark because he making the jump up. Now I seen San Jose State play some true competition and he did good, but he's still a question mark too to me. Like how he gonna play at this level? So I want more corners because I feel like that position can still be a weakness for us. It got the potential to be a strength, but at the same time be a weakness because we depending on young dudes. Like if we ran it back right now, it'll be DJ Harvey and some young dudes, and it'd be a DJ Harvey who was playing really like at a lower level. I know San Jose State D1, but it ain't big SEC. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
still a question mark. Like if we struggled in our secondary, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I'll see it like, okay, we had young guys in there. We had a transfer in there from San Jose State. Like, I don't feel greatly secure in the secondary. I see the potential there, but I also could look at it as glass half empty too. So I just want to shore it
You
up.
talking about just with the corners though, because the safeties are straight, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh yeah, I feel like we got the best safety duo in the country.
But I think we need to. I think we need linebackers more than we need corners, especially playing in
I
the
do
Big
too.
Ten.
I
You
do
know,
Yeah,
the
too.
you right.
linebacker is more important than the cornerback position right now.
You right. And our cornerback position, even though I'm complaining, got more talent though. It still got more talent than the linebacker position. I was thinking about the linebacker position the other day. Like, yeah, we might need like two linebackers
Two,
for
at
sure,
least two, at least two.
for
And,
sure,
and
for
with,
sure,
one of them got to have experience.
most definitely. So
But I
we
guess I think we wait. I think the coaching staff at this point ain't nobody out there just jumping that you got to get. So they probably like, let's wait to
Yeah,
check
the
the portal
spring,
and see
spring.
see what's out there.
matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do the next live on. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. I'm gonna go look in the portal. Y'all can come on with me. I'm gonna see what it's looking like in the linebacker, and we're gonna discuss the linebacker position. Because the linebacker is kind of thin. I keep reminding myself like Brayshawn
Right,
Davis left. You
right.
know
Carter,
what I'm saying? We forgetting that
Carter,
he
don't
left
forget
sometimes.
tomorrow is don't forget tomorrow the national championship. So if
I mean, hey,
you go
that's the
you
perfect
go
time to
lie
do
tomorrow
it.
night, you
We
go
could do
lie
that
tomorrow
and
night. I
watch
don't
the
know
game.
about
No, I'm just saying, hey, I don't care. We could do it before, after, or during the game. It's all we could talk about that. But
I
I just
hope
know I'm
Ohio,
gonna lie
I hope
tomorrow because
Ohio State. I
the,
hope Ohio State beat the hell out of them.
I
I
think
Right.
hope
Go
Ohio State beat the hell out of them.
I don't think. I mean, look, Ohio State gonna beat the hell out of Notre Dame if Notre Dame think they can run man coverage all game.
He better not, man. He'll get killed.
Because Notre Dame like to run man coverage. If they do that against Ohio State, they gonna score. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, before I get up out of here, what's y'all prediction on that game? Then we gonna leave at that.
I got Ohio State 34-24.
34
That's
to
dead
what?
nice. 24.
What you got, BJ?
I see 28-17 Ohio State. 2017.
What you got, Jad?
35-10. Ohio
Damn.
State.
Ooh, dang.
No respect. I think Notre Dame, they so solid in the trenches. I think it's gonna be hard to blow them out.
We'll see.
Yeah, we gonna see. Matter of fact, we gonna make it at what time the game? I'm gonna go live during the game.
I think it come on at 6:30 or something like that.
Eastern.
I think that's
6:30.
no.
Is
I
that
think
Eastern
that's
time?
6:30.
That
I
can't
think
be
it might
Eastern
be.
time because that'll be like 3:30 West Coast time. So, but they are both,
I'm about
you
to see
know.
right now. Hold on.
I
Let me
think it's
see. Let
like
me see.
6:30 Central. I think it's like 6:30 Central.
Yeah, it's 6:30 Central. Yeah, I thought so. So it'll be
I think so.
4:30 y'all time, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a perfect time. I'm gonna go live. Meet me here. I'm gonna go live. We could live stream the game.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, most definitely.
All right, bet. Until then, everybody fight on. I appreciate everybody from pull up. This
All
supposed
right.
to did 10-minute live, but y'all hopped on. You know how we do. Almost pushed the hour.
All right.
Yeah,
Fight on, my
man.
man.
Fight on,
Fight
fight
on.
on, fight on. And then
Fight on.
also
Fight
many
on.
buses, y'all brothers.
Yeah,
All
fight
right.
on. I'll see
Safety.
y'all
All
tomorrow
right.
though.
See it. All right.
For
Bet.
sure.
Go.